that stuff, but with a different plot, more mystical one. That's what fantasy's all about. But one I am waiting for is one Disney remake I am waiting impatiently for is Notre Dame, Hunchback of Notre Dame. Cannot wait.
Well, that's also was, looking back, it's a dark story.
Mm-hmm.
Probably one of the darker, not one of the, it's probably the darkest, actually, of the Disney Renaissance era.
Oh, yeah. Which is why it needs to happen.
And we're live right now, so just to let you know.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
So, what people groups do you want me to piss? I am kidding. I'm kidding. Or am I?
I don't know. Are you?
I'll just do the ones that people won't get mad at, which is none of them. Well, depends on the people.
I may have just stumbled across the most adorable piece of character art. Oh my gosh, that's so cute!
Getting out of pocket. Oh, do share.
It's like a conquistador, maid, paladin, gunslinger, person, girl.
Person,
Hold
girl.
on.
Are you implying that girls aren't people?
Exactly, we're mystical creatures.
Ah, Faye.
Mm-hmm. Alright, character design. Upload.
Men are dwarves and women are elves.
There you go.
Yeah.
One momento.
Oh, she's literally a pike maid. I get it. Aha. Oh, she's so cute.
It's still loading. Like, I've got it up, but it's just loading. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, no, that is cute. Musket maid.
Mm-hmm.
It's got that helmet, and then, yeah, okay, yeah, that's nice. It's, yeah. Battle mage subgenre, conquistador anime characters, but also historically accurate in some other weird ways. You're not accurate, but
historically inspired, we'll say that.
That's a good way of putting it. That one's also cute.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Nice ambiance.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like some Adrian von Ziegler music here.
You guys want to start? I don't see this ending anytime soon, but it's not how it.
I heard a couple of those words. I think I heard particularly, do you guys want to start? And then I didn't.
Yeah, it was, you guys want to start some.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was Siler asking, so do you guys want to start, or should we keep on waiting? I feel like the other stuff was probably important.
I mean, let's see. Siler, can you... Oh, you can start. I'll be here. There we go.
Okay. Okay. So I guess that partially depends on, how we're gonna do this.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Excellent.
Pretty.
So the three of you, the last thing you'll remember is fighting Sloth and then a heavy, heavy sleep hitting you all of a sudden. You didn't know if that was the effects of Sloth or otherwise. That as each of you open your eyes, you're met if you're looking upwards by darkness and a purple haze, and you're lying on this lush, very expensive looking sofa, and you can feel the fire from the pit, purple or magenta flames sparking from it.
Well, sorry.
And that's how you first see. That's what you first see if you wake up.
Okay.
Should
Is
we
there
roll
an
to see who wakes up first?
order, or are we all waking up around the same time?
I mean, if you guys all want to wake up around the same time,
I think that's fair.
I would say Merces wakes up last.
It's also fair.
Yeah.
Where are we?
If it helps, I can just fall out of the sky when I walk there.
What happened?
Where are we?
I look around and I assume I see Mercy, and do I perhaps Mercis as well?
Yes, but they look very different. The only reason you would recognize Mercy is because she spoke.
What? Mercy, is that you?
Sidian? Yes, it's me.
I'm assuming she also sees me and I look different.
Yes, all of you look very different, radically different.
Did you?
I
I remember fighting Sloth. What? Do you know what happened? Or did you just wake up here as well?
have no idea what happened.
You look different. So does he.
Yes.
I'm not mad about that. But still, I'm gonna kind of stand up and kind of look around, try and see if I can see anything else through this haze.
Go ahead.
Should I roll something or just...
No, go ahead. Let's see what you can do.
Well, should I roll like perception or investigation, or do I just stand up and see something? Do I need to roll to stand up?
Well, as you stand up, you might feel a little groggy, and the back of your head hurts. Definitely, the back of your head hurts. Like you hit something. But clearly, you were just on a soft couch.
Okay.
And as you look around, sorry, go ahead.
I guess I'll see if I see anything. I was about to say I don't know where we are, but I might know. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, if you were to look around, you see a lot of this magenta, purplish sort of haze.
I do not know where we are, he says to Mercy.
I'll stand up and look around. Neither do I. So is there any sort of vibe, evil or benign?
Well, it definitely feels like you just woke up after a really, really, really deep sleep. You know, where you forget what day of the week it is.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
things are pretty hazy, but still rather lucid.
Okay. Well, I want to try to sort of pace, I guess, a perimeter of our general area, sort of spiraling out, taking deep, like larger and larger circles, just to see if I find anything other than this magenta haze.
Okay. Where are you starting? Are you starting at the opening?
I guess I don't see the map yet.
Sid is going to. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Should I restart the page or?
You there? You're muted, by the way.
Maybe Crystal's helping him with that.
1 second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Sid is interested in checking out this fire, but.
Can you try and Mercy? Can you try and refresh for me?
Yeah, sure thing. I'm literally on a Wi-Fi hotspot in town. This is so much faster than my internet at home. Jeez, ow. That would have taken at least a minute to load. Oh, I see it now. Okay. Ah, so there's a wall. I see.
Well, that's the couch around you. It's a
Oh,
circular.
the couch.
It's a circular,
Right.
very luxurious couch with a
Okay.
fire pit in the middle. You'll see the fire. It's not burning with wood and embers. They're like fire rocks or lava rocks, and the fire
Oh,
itself is also magenta, purple colored.
okay. Now that I can see what's going on, we're cooking with peanut oil. All right. Then I am going to step up to the fire then. And I want to reach out
Okay. Well, I thought you
and
were.
see if it is indeed fire or if it's more like an energy or not.
Okay.
Just want to assess.
Well, okay. Are you reaching out?
Yep, with a gauntleted hand.
Okay. You will. At first, you will feel nothing. But almost sensing like it knows your armor, your being can take it. It intensifies, and you can quickly feel the heat rising.
Okay, so it is. Then I'll pull my hand away. So it is just it's just fire. Very mysterious fire, though.
You do hear a chuckle in the distance as you pull your hand away. It almost sounds like it's all around you.
Intriguing.
Who's there? Hello?
When Sidian, where you were going to do something?
Well, I was also going to look. I guess instead of touching it, I was going to look into the fire, but I thought Mercy was going to do something else. So I'll still look into the fire to see if there is something he can make out.
You just make out fire and rocks.
Interesting. Then kind of, did I hear that chuckle before, or is that just something Mercy hears?
Yes, when you hear the chuckle, it almost sounds like it's next to you, but also off in the distance with its echo.
Okay. Would I recognize all the stuff that I have on me and like know like the abilities that we have currently?
Yes, but yes, but only after you first use it. You have an idea. You have an idea of what it is. You can experiment.
Okay.
But yeah. And yes, you did hear that chuckle in the distance.
Okay. I think at this point he's going to kind of reach up and kind of pull off his hood, and like with that his mask is going to retract for a moment, and he's going to kind of like show his face. It's like, this seems strange, but I think I have an idea of what might help. But maybe. I don't really know. He's going to put his like mask back up, and then I'm going to try and use a charge from, if I can pull it up, the Gem of Seeing. Has 3 charges, and I can gain True Sight, or cast True Sight, when I look out through it for 123. So I'm going to use that, and maybe I'll be able to see through this fog.
All right, go ahead.
Should I get True Sight up?
Go ahead. Here's what you see. Or here's what you would feel, if you will, as well. It's like you're looking at the back of your head, but a whole bunch of you in unison. Like looking through a funhouse mirror, it's just rows and rows and rows of you. It's a little maddening.
That's trippy. He's gonna kind of suppress that effect for the moment. Still, I think technically up, but he's gonna not be using that. He'll put his mask back down. This is really weird. I don't know where we ended up, but
you hear a
should be on guard.
As a voice starts emanating closer and closer to you, saying, "Oh, look at our heroes, finally awake. Look at you. Look at both of you. Oh, wow, I didn't think you'd think this much of yourselves, and yet here we are."
Do we recognize this
Who are
voice?
Sorry. What was that?
I was asking, do we recognize this voice, or is this someone that we don't recognize?
It sounds familiar. It sounds eerily familiar. Very familiar.
Is it Sloth?
Hear the voice now emanating from the fire itself. Wow, at a loss for words, especially you, Sidian. I think that'd be a first time.
I'm just thinking. Why don't you show yourself? If you're so proud of yourself.
What are you talking about? I'm the first thing you were looking at. You were staring at me so intently.
With that, I think he's going to kind of get on edge, and I think without necessarily realizing it, he's going to kind of reach back and like pull back in like a somewhat of a swinging motion, and he's going to kind of point a somewhat strange looking sword like at this fire pit. Like he's going to be standing back a little bit to do this, and just kind of like, what are you doing here? Why are we here? Explain yourself.
Voice now emitting very strongly with each flicker as it says, "Wow, I see everyone's still on edge even after that long sleep. Though I'm actually surprised at how you guys reacted, and even more surprised at how you guys look. With that last word, you see the fires start to mold and configure, and you notice the familiar figure of Arthur emerge.
Oh.
His flame is almost like a hologram. He's there, but he's not quite there.
Arthur?
Was this your
What are you
goal all
doing?
along? What is all this?
Well, ladies first. What am I doing? Well, I mean, I was here to help certain people, and I'm really glad we got through the last hump. And then he disappears. I don't quite know how ready you guys are.
For what?
For what? You mean to tell
will
me
be prepared.
that... I'm sorry, what was that?
Saloon Willing will be prepared for anything.
Saloon. I mean, your faith has guided you so far, and your loyalty even further. And you defeated lust with acid? What I hear?
It worked to get... That's kind of overstated at this point. We're just... I don't get what your goal is here. Sorry, that was a bad way of putting it. That's on me.
Well, you three consider yourselves heroes for defeating sloth, for defeating lust, for defeating two sins. You celebrate. You revel without any cause. You guys sound like you're ready. Let's test how ready you guys really are.
Oh, poop.
All right.
And
you test us? Go ahead.
With that, the smoke will start to almost like it's coalescing around you, thickening. And before long, you're unable to see anything in front of you, enveloped in a darkness.
Can we still see each other, or are we just blinded at this point?
You're blinded at this point. Give me 1 second here.
I guess it's kind of worth noting, though I don't know if there's going to be anything worth noting, because he can see through magical darkness, because I took a Eldritch Invocation that lets Sidian do that. But I don't know if there's anything that he'd see, because I know that the rules are different here. At least somewhat different
Well,
here.
are you trying to use True Sight again?
I can pull that up, because I think it's still active, because I think it lasts 10 minutes. But he also just has Devil Sight, one of the Eldritch Invocations he took, which just gives him dark vision for 120 feet in both magical and non-magical darkness. But if it's some other form of obscurement, then I don't think that would count.
So, you can't see anything in front of you. The purple is starting to get so thick it turns black. And you try and use True Sight. Can you roll a Constitution check for me?
Absolutely. Let's see. Is this against a spell or a magical effect?
Actually,
Is that yes, or I heard actually yet and then?
it is a Constitution save, and yeah, it is a magical effect.
Okay. I'm also going to use, let's see, let me double check the ability name and the text. Sorry.
Mhm.
Okay. You're hit or you fail an attack. Okay, it's only if I fail, so probably won't. So let me just roll. Okay, I cannot see that, so I'm just going to use a different dice. Too dark in here. Well, that's actually not too shabby. 17, and then if I fail, I'm going to use Arcane Deflection to add a +4 to the saving throw.
You don't fail, but there is definitely this. It's like an itch in the back of your mind now. You can't get the image of repeated you out of your head, and the idea of just floating nothing out of your head either.
Yeah, I will.
But you don't
dismiss
take any
that
damage.
again. Okay, that's probably good. All right.
Mercy,
Yeah.
as the darkness coalesces around you, you start to hear different noises.
What kind of noises?
And Mercy only, you hear bells,
Ooh.
almost like church bells.
Oh, I like that.
Hmm.
You hear footsteps and armor. And as the smoke starts to clear, you will see this. Give me 1 second, put it in the Discord right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay. And you're by yourself, sitting isn't around you, and you see rows and rows and rows of these armor-clad paladins. Almost, they look ready for battle. They look almost battle-hardened, and they're standing in formations. They almost look like they're getting ready for something.
Oh.
1 second. 1 second. So those are the paladins, or those are the
Ooh,
infantry that you see. Okay,
very
and
cool.
they look very battle hardened. They look very ready to go. And at the entrance, just beyond the entrance, you see a general. He's clad in armor as well. He's coming towards you, and it's almost like his energy is shining off of him.
Huh. Is it a good or bad energy?
Roll. Give me 1 second. Can you roll an insight?
Mm-hmm. All right. That is a 5 plus 6, 11.
Woof.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to my Kimmy D20.
He feels okay. He feels like someone you would follow into battle.
Okay. All right.
As he comes over, you just hear him in a very booming voice saying, "Look at this glorious army you have gathered for us, all our loyal followers. Soon no one will be able to stand in front of us. And this is all thanks to you. Look at what you've
Me?
done and what."
So, do I recognize this as a memory that I actually have of gathering these people, or is this like totally new to me, like a dream?
It is definitely like a dream.
Okay, so I
But
don't know what he's talking about.
but it feels right for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Surely not I. I have not done this.
Over and with a firm hand on your shoulder. Nonsense. Look at this. Look at all these loyal people ready to give their all for our cause. This is what stands between us. This is what you made them. You are the reason we are here today.
But I'm not that reason. The safety of the world. That should be the reason.
Yes. And look at this. Look who you have brought, who you have recruited, who you have provided for us to help cause that change, to help give us that world that we want. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be here. And with a very... He takes off his helmet and says, "It only seems fitting that you are the one to lead us to battle."
Do I recognize this man when he takes his helmet off?
Can you roll a perception check for me, please?
Absolutely. Oh, that is much better. That's a 20. Plus 3, 23.
Plus 3.
He looks... It almost looks like it's Father Amar. But
No.
But it's almost like it's almost like he's only there in presence. It's like a spirit coming to speak to you.
Oh, he's a ghost. He's a force ghost. Oh. Tears. Crocodile tears. Not worthy of such an honor, Father Aymar.
Nonsense. Everything here, as I've said, is because of you. And I knew I placed my faith in the right person. Your
Father
loyalties are clear.
I prayed that they would be clear. Father Aymar, but I have not led people before. How am I to lead these people?
He gets down on one knee and says, the same way you followed us, the same way you came to us. I have faith that you will know how to guide these men in battle. You have studied, you have shown your ferocity. Your armor shows it. And although we may be fighting against odds greater than we think, I do have full belief that you can carry us to victory.
Mercedes will slowly nod. Yes. Yes, I will do it. For the world, for Saloon, for you, for Sidian, for all those whom I love and have loved. For all of you.
With that, you see all in almost thunderous roar, all the men in array just stand at attention and pound the staff into the ground.
Ooh.
He says, now, it only seems fitting that you are the one to parlay against this enemy. We still have rules, and you may be able to convince them one last time.
Who am I convincing?
With that, he walks back, disapparating into the darkness.
Father Aymar, no! Oh no.
And with you reaching out to him, the scene will blacken once again.
Oh.
Sidian,
Yes.
during this time, you also, like I said, lost sight of everyone else. And you smell something. It smells like morning dew. It smells like dirt and earth. You start hearing men running around you, barking orders. And as the darkness dissipates, I actually apologize, I don't have a picture for this. But as the darkness dissipates, you are, looks like the front line. Also, behind you, an array of men readying themselves.
What is this? He kind of says to himself.
You feel a tug at your cape.
I look down.
And you actually have to catch yourself and look up as you see it's Mel, but considerably older.
I recognize her as Mel, though.
Yeah, her blue skin and horns give it away.
That makes sense. Mel? What are you... You're not...
She stands in a more serious position, almost at attention, and that childlike gleam definitely gone, as she says in a very serious tone. General, all the armaments are in place. All the bombs they have, all the armor that you have equipped the men has been checked and double checked. The front line is ready for your orders.
I'm gonna roll a dice because I will share that internally Sid is very skeptical, especially considering that he just had like this encounter with Arthur. He does not believe that this is like real. He doesn't know, I think, what this is exactly. I don't think he's aware that this is a dreamscape, but let me see what his reaction's going to be. Okay, I think with that, he's going to play along, but he's kind of examining his surroundings and may not be the most subtle, may be interpreted as something different, but he's right. Any status update on our plan? Information?
Before she gets a word out, you'll hear a familiar voice. It's the general from Sutton Outpost.
The captain.
Sorry, captain. No. He's also a general.
Yeah, I think it's just we call him the captain, and he's a general.
No. Both of you are generals, but he's
okay. Know him as the captain, but he is, I think, Angus. What's his actual name?
He places a hand on you and very sternly looks at Mel and gives her a gesture to leave.
Sid will almost kind of jump at that. A little bit. Sorry.
It's the calm before the storm, isn't it?
If ever there was one.
I know. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to ask, you think we're ready?
Well, probably as ready as we'll ever be. But this is it. You look behind, as he looks behind you guys. Like he looks behind you guys. You see off in the distance. It definitely looks like Sutton, but it's bigger. It looks like it's gotten bigger. Big cathedral in the middle of it now.
Expanded outwards. I guess I'd ask, is it looking prosperous or ramshackle?
You can tell there are influences from each of the group.
I think I know who the temple belongs to.
As you look back, it says, "This is it. This is what we've got." And Can I be frank with you?
Sure. By all means.
First time I met you, I immediately disliked you.
His face just kind of goes like a flat expression. Like, I think I see where this is going.
But, especially recently, you've really shown your mettle. You've shown that you can be a leader. That you have the brawn to back up the brain. So the plan is yours to make. Right now, these men have been training as much as they can, but to say that they're 100% ready, they're farmers, shop owners, a few warriors that we do have, they're of age already. I certainly hope you know and you have the guidance to get us through this.
Sid kind of stops like the kind of mental processes that he was kind of like trying to analyze the situation for a minute and just kind of looks a bit solemn at this. And he just kind of looks down a bit and kind of looks back up after a moment and says, I'll do my best to get us to the end where they can go back to their lives. But they may,
Damn.
for the time, they may need to be soldiers. They will need to be soldiers. And he kind of reflects on that for a moment.
Well, he says, to say that they know maneuvers, to say that they know anything would be an overstatement. But they will fight to their last breath. As far as our enemy, and he now points forward with his hand, gestures forward. This is where our faith comes in. And as you look forward, or if you were to look forward,
yeah,
it looks horrifying. It's like the rest of the continent has been scorched. There's a large looming structure in the distance. You can make out some of the shapes, but it's definitely threatening.
Am I able to tell what this structure is? Or remotely? Maybe if it's just like a giant mound.
Roll me a religion check.
Religion. All right. Well, luckily this is a skill check. I rolled a nat 1, so it's an 18.
Okay. 18. It looks evil. It looks very evil. But more importantly, it's from scripts that you may have read or descriptions that you may have read. This This looks like a cathedral for the enemy.
So it's okay.
As to what specific enemy, you don't know.
All right, but it looks evil. Okay. All right. Do we see like their armies getting organized in the distance as well, or is it too far away to tell?
Yes, you do see them, and comparatively, they look much more organized. Like they've been getting ready for this a lot longer than you have, or like they're, made that way.
They knew what they were getting into. We didn't. All right. I think his mind's going to kind of fill up with strategies and start trying to figure out how best to win this fight. Potentially, and again, this is all kind of racing through his head, potentially like guerrilla tactics, but this seems like this is like an open field, so even the terrain isn't going to necessarily be on our side.
Sorry, that was my cat. No,
I
that
just heard crows squawking.
Because my cat just tried to climb up and eat my fish.
You're good.
The general does become more stern and serious and looks at you and says, right now, I think, regardless of what we're doing, there are still rules to war. And it only seems fit, given our enemy, that you should go parlay.
Parlay?
Yes. Give...
With them?
There are certain rules even an enemy wouldn't break. It only seems fit, given their leader, you should parlay.
I'll try. He kind of like looks down and looks back up with it. I'll try. But
I will say as well that Mers would also be there.
Okay. Is that the captain saying that, or is that you saying that he's there?
That's me. That's me saying it. Yeah. No, okay. That's me saying. Okay.
Mers is right now.
Okay. Is Siler on? Are you good to go, Siler? Out of curiosity. Well, I'm not hearing a no.
Siler just got off. He's on his way home.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, he's there.
Okay.
Yeah, for all intents and purposes, he's there. As he walks into his tent, and I assume you that's when you said you're trying.
Yeah, no, yeah, he said that, yeah, and I guess with that, unless he has something else that he's going to say, he will kind of turn around and begin attempting to make preparations.
And with that, whether you notice or not, their darkness almost looks like it's starting to enshroud you again.
I think as that starts, he's like actually starting to remember, oh yeah, this is like fully like recognizing again this is not real, because I think he slipped out of that for a minute. Or he doesn't believe it's real, at least. I think he's interested in seeing how this all ends up playing out. So he'll kind of accept it, I think, a bit more.
Sorry, guys. Just driving home. Almost there.
Oh, you're good.
You're good. I kept you late today.
It's just
Okay.
every couple of days something will happen that everyone has to stay and watch 3 people work.
Yeah. It'd be like that sometimes.
As the darkness dissipates, you are definitely on the field. Sidian, if you look behind you on the front line, you'll see your men scattered about. Guerrilla tactics, if you will, in where they can.
Yeah.
And you'll see the enemy off in the distance as well.
All right.
The enemy looks monstrous but organized.
Yeah, ruthlessly efficient, it seems like.
Oh, goodness.
Heidi,
Oh, yes.
you also see the enemy, and they look ravenous for some reason. Like,
Oh, no, it's 10,000 onyxes.
No, that would be the Allies. Hopefully. Probably
I'm
not.
zooming out. Oh, wow, this is a big
Well, I
map.
actually
Ooh.
didn't see. Okay. I did not see that. Okay.
Wow.
each of you rides to the middle to parley with the enemy's general.
Oh.
Wait. Okay, I think I see where this might be going.
I'm gonna roll one heck of a persuasion check. Wait, are we fighting each other?
Do I see Mercy approaching in the distance?
Oh,
You
no.
see Mercy approaching in the distance, but this is no longer the sister you know. She looks different. And Mercy, are you also approaching?
Yeah. Are we enemies?
Is this the version that I saw, like, in the dreams, like the foggy area before? Or is, like, this different from that version as well?
This is what you're seeing, my guy. The same one.
Okay, same one.
Same one. This is you at the front lines now. And Mercy, are you walking forward to parlay?
Yeah. Is he my enemy? In this formation.
You see in the distance their general coming. It looks like Sidian. In fact, it looks like the Sidian that you saw before, but his energy, his aura it looks off. Roll me a perception check, Mercy.
Okay. I'm scared now.
Oh boy.
That's a 14.
Yeah, he looks battle hardened. He looks like he's been in some tough stuff. But more importantly, he doesn't feel like the person you fought with before. He might not be the same brother you know.
Yeah, we're gonna talk before we fight.
Yeah, we gotta talk about this.
Surely bloodshed does not have to happen.
I was curious, can I tell what's, like, up with her? Because, like, she's coming from the dark, evil castle that I saw in the distance, right?
Come on, guys, rock, paper, scissors. You can do this with no violence.
Heads I win, tails you lose. It's a win, tails you lose.
But Mercy, he definitely looks like the enemy. He definitely doesn't look like an ally. He and the people around him, same thing. They look ravenous, ready to tear and eat at anything that comes in contact. Almost like feral beasts.
Is she coming from the big evil castle in the distance?
She is the enemy coming towards you.
Oh my gosh, no. Yeah, rock, paper, scissors, this crap. Timeout corner. Force each other to list the things, list compliments at each other. Something. This does not have to end this way.
Well, I'm assuming, we're coming at this from a distance, probably still. Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay, we're parlaying, approaching, whatever you want to call it.
Had a thought I wanted to ask, but lots racing through my head right now. Like her outfit, like what? I guess I don't have a. I can't. I guess I can zoom in. But like, if you want to share the art,
yeah.
If you want to share the art, and I'll share my art.
Yeah. Let's see. I thought I posted it here recently. Where was it? Crap. Where is it?
Which I'm assuming he has his helmet and hood down right now. But, that should be sending. Slowly.
I sent mine.
Very slowly.
At Mercedes, she is
see
decked
that?
out
Yeah,
in
that
like
is spooky.
the most gothic looking, like architecture inspired armor. But she will remove the face mask of her helm.
Okay. Interesting. Sid is just going to kind of look at her and just what happened? Did you have a experience back over there? And he's going to point towards the area she came from.
Sidian, I don't understand. Why are we here? What
I don't think
fight could we have not resolved that it has come to this?
This doesn't seem real to me. Have things been suspicious for you? And he is talking hushed. I think that the troops are not hearing them because we're kind of in the middle of this area.
Mercedes is just going to reach out to take his hand.
Let me roll for it. Okay, I think Sid will allow, like, kind of the hand grab, though a little apprehensive about it. We need to call this off. I don't think this is... Or wake up? I don't know, but this is all strange, and I don't know why you're the enemy. I don't know why you're the one we're fighting all this time.
I don't understand either, Sidian.
Why are that army that... Can I see the onyxes? Do I recognize all that?
They look familiar. Roll me a perception check, Sidian.
Perception. All right. 19.
They don't look like onyx necessarily. but they're definitely how do I put this?
I recognize the design.
Yeah, you definitely recognize the design.
All right. How did that happen? I don't remember how all this happened. Do you?
No, I don't
Then
remember.
we need to
Sidian,
stop all this.
Sidian, I can't imagine what could have brought us to this. Have you?
Sid will pause at that.
What have you done?
What have I done? What have you done?
Have you?
Did
Has
this
Saloon sent me here against you?
You're kidding, right? In this, this isn't real. But if it was, you're clearly not in favor of the gods right now.
I just
We
don't
don't-
understand, Sidian. We're not fighting. This is not going to happen.
We need to.
And
We're here to parlay, so let's parlay. The problem is I don't even know what circumstances are, and he's gonna start slowly pacing just a little bit back and forth.
Mercy,
uh-huh.
you do hear a voice, a very strong voice in the distance. Father Amar's voice saying, "Do not be tricked. Stay true to your course. Remember what the enemy is."
What is the enemy, Father Aymar? This is my brother.
Is she
I
saying
can't
this out
fight
loud?
him. Yeah, she's saying this out loud. She might be looking crazy right now.
What was that? You remember that he's dead. He's not around anymore. This is obviously some kind of trick.
I know,
Mercy,
but
you'll hear Father Amar. He has forgotten about me.
he hasn't forgotten you. I saw you, Father Aymar. I saw your head severed from your body, and I saw it hit the ground, roll down the steps of the church. I saw that happen. You've come to me as an apparition. You're not alive, and I've never forgotten you, Father Aymar. Never. The only father I've ever known. How could I forget you?
Mercy, I don't know what this is, but they're trying to hurt you with this. You've got to let go. We need to
But how
recognize
can I?
it hurts, but step by step. That's how we move forward.
While Sidian says this, you do hear a ravenous roar behind him, almost like cheering.
Oh, Father Aymar? Mercedes just speaking to the wind at this point, not even sure if he's going to speak.
No
Mercy,
response.
who do you trust? Me or him?
I trust both of you. It is my eyes I don't trust. Or my ears.
You said it yourself. You know. Trust me. can stop this.
But I have to understand why we're here. Father Aymar.
Sid's gonna let you talk, but he's kind of like, again, pacing, and he is kind of like visibly getting frustrated, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna let you finish.
Is there any response, Mr. DM?
You don't hear a response. Sidian, you see the how do I put it? The figures, these soldiers in the background. It almost looks like they're getting ready. And she I mean, she's still there as
Sid, I think, is kind of getting into his own head at this point. And he kind of goes, all of this is fake. How do I even know that you're really my mercy?
But I am. I haven't
And
struck you down, have I?
cliche as it would be to say, that's precisely what an illusion to try and trick me would say in this scenario.
Sidian, it's me.
I want to believe, just we need to stop this before it spills over further.
Yes, we can.
He's going to look back to, I guess, his army, and gauge what their reaction is right now.
it's right now your army is scared. They see these things in front of them and you talking to the enemy with uncertainty. These people behind you are scared.
Mercy, these people are obviously fending, scared for their lives. And I think he's going to try and like kind of gesture back at them, kind of trying to make look like he's making a grand statement, and to try and hopefully boost morale even just a little bit. Call off these. He thinks in his head rip-offs, but he decides to say things before it's too late. Chomping at the bit.
Mercy, what you would see is still, it almost looks like feral hominids.
But they're onyx. I've seen onyx.
Oh no, I'm talking about behind Sidian.
We're seeing different things. I know
Behind
that
Sidian.
character. I don't know that in
We're
character.
seeing different things.
Behind Sidian, his army, you see that they're still, it almost looks like they're feral hominids or homunculi.
The knight guys? The armored guys I'm seeing at the bottom here?
Yes, I couldn't find anything else.
Oh, okay. All right. I was so confused as to why I was seeing a bunch of onyxes behind me, and then
I guess rip-offs. Gonna get sued. Sorry.
So they look feral. Okay.
Behind you, these onyxes look like those paladins that were ready to fight, loyal and standing for your orders.
Okay. and then I see Sidian's people gnashing at the bit. Okay. Then Mercedes will look kind of warily at Sidian. Who is it that you've gathered here? What is your army?
They're the survivors of Sutton Outpost. From what I can tell, that's what this vision is. I don't know why, but it seems like whatever force, well, Arthur, I suppose that's what this is, some sick joke, but he wants this to escalate. I don't know why.
And he really thinks that this will escalate between my brother and me. That's not going to happen. Mercedes will turn to her army. All of you, I don't know why we're here, or what plot this is, but I did not come here to raise an army against my brother. Not willingly, at least. Please, go home. Go back to your families. This is a fight that will not happen today.
You hear in thunderous roar, in unison, "We are here to fight, one and all. We are here for you. We are here for the cause. Slay the enemy, the non-believer, the trickster, the other."
But
do I hear this, or do I not hear this?
You will hear just thunderous roar.
Mercy, I think you're gonna say something.
Yeah. Shoot, what was I gonna say? Crap.
Do you shake hands?
What is the symbol for war? Is it shaking hands? Is it headbutting? Is it a secret handshake?
Are you wanting to
Because
go
we're
to war?
gonna avoid that. We're gonna avoid that.
I think it's a handshake. Avoiding
Mm.
war. Handshake to start a war would be kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know the world is weird.
I mean, that would be like, well, I don't know, if somebody wanted to be a warmonger, and I'm gonna stop, but and not a good thing for sure.
So, are you shaking hands?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. As you begin to reach out, okay, Mercy, Obsidian.
Yeah.
As you touch the other, you will feel an unbearable pain. It's intense. Roll me both Sidian and Mercy.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me an insight check.
Insight.
Insight. All right.
13, which seems appropriate.
17.
So, to Sidian, maybe it was the pain that wasn't having you think clearly. All you know is this feeling. It feels evil, wrong, not like your sister.
Coming from her hand
From the
as
hand.
I'm shaking it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You get this uneasy feeling. Mercy, you will get a similar feeling from Sidian. But you'll hear laughter, and for some reason it does sound like Sidian.
Oh no.
He will, I think, pull back with the that feeling.
And with
Yeah.
that pullback at the last second, you will hear both sides yell, "War!"
Ooh,
Crap.
that ain't good. Yeah, I think that was
No.
subconscious on his part, but I stand by it.
How do we stop these two forces? I have power.
I think, let me roll for how measured his response is here. I think with that, he's going to kind of pull back, take a couple steps back. Didn't want to admit it. Imposter.
I'm not an imposter. Sidian.
I didn't want this, but it seems apparent that we can't avoid it.
No, but we can.
He's going to gesture to your army charging, realizing his own army is charging as well, but his own minded self-defense.
Sure. So
This is partially
that
because
I'm assuming Obsidian. Sorry, I'm assuming Obsidian that you're ordering your army to attack.
well, I thought they were already charging as we were
okay.
having this last bit of encounter.
Oh, okay.
Or
Just making
were
sure.
they already? Okay.
Yeah. All right. Give me 1 second then.
He is he will pull out his weapons shield, but he is not going to actually. He's going to take a defensive position.
Okay.
He's going to hesitate.
Mercedes will. Okay, here's my last-ditch effort. Mercedes will shout to Sidian, "Ask me something the real Mercedes. Only she would know."
Anything I know is liable that you would know as well.
No, please, ask me something.
I actually don't know what to ask.
The thunderous sounds of war and stampeding feet start to drone you out, Mercy, as Sidian's enemy begins to charge, or Sidian's forces begin to charge and move in.
Then I will take the white cloak from my back, and I will just tear it off, and I will wave it above the crowd, telling them to stop.
Roll me a perception check, Mercy.
Perception or persuasion?
Perception.
You just ripped off your
Okay.
banner flag and they're thinking it's their attack sign.
No, this is a
It
white
turned
cloak
red
for
as you hold it
surrender.
up. It turned red as you
Perception.
held it up.
11.
Your enemy starts to move forward in an orderly fashion.
Oh, crap. And she'll just start frantically yelling for them to halt, stop.
Yeah, Sid is looking kind of pained as this happens.
Mercy, they listen to your orders and they stop.
Thank you.
With that, Sid will actually kind of hold a kind of just disperse the shield and kind of hold a hand up to try and stop this. I don't know if that'll happen though.
bunches of your men, mind you, this is a large field. Bunches of your men hear you, but others do not.
That's fair. He'll kind of wait a moment and then go, stop. Wait. Maybe this battle can be avoided. Just
The men in the middle definitely hear you.
Mercedes is going to gently ride up to Sidian. Is there enough silence to speak to him?
As I was telling Sidian, the men in the middle hear him.
Sid and
Sorry,
his
Sid.
men.
Yeah, Sid and his men, like I said, some of them heard.
Let's see, what can I cast that'll help with this? Minor illusion can do sounds as well, but can it do words? I don't remember actually. I'm just going to use minor illusion to create a basically not necessarily exactly a stop sign, but like stop in big red letters above him. Try and maybe that'll work.
All right, the men stop, but I would say everyone here is in a vulnerable position. And yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Mercedes will ride closer to Sidian.
Are we on horses?
I thought we were. I thought you mentioned that we
This
were
whole time you've been pacing
riding
on your
towards
horse,
each
Sidian.
other.
Maybe I
I
have.
feel like I've just been Monty Pythoning this the whole time.
He has Mel behind him with coconut.
Oh gosh.
Oh, that's hilarious. But she's got like a serious, like she's remaining so stoic.
Oh gosh.
Maybe you are my Mercedes, but we need to focus on getting out of here more than this battle. This is a test of some kind, and I don't know what for. But
I don't understand either. But Sidian, it is me. Remember the bell we used to play in? Remember the adventures we had as children? I remember them all.
of course I remember. Of course I remember that. Been wondering this entire time if you remembered. But it's not going to stop this if this is supposed to be our future. It's just, we're sending our battle with sins or conflict with each other.
Then, Sidian, they called you a non-believer. Do you no longer have faith in Saloon at all? No faith in the church whatsoever?
If I didn't, what does that mean when we can know this is the outcome?
I just wanted to know why this is happening.
Everything I've seen, this is the last stand for Sutton Outpost. It's Thrive, but it's on the brink of destruction. For what I can tell, this temple that you're helming, very clearly evil looking, by the way, is coming to destroy it. Destroy us.
Sidian, you will hear considerably closer in the battle. Now that people have moved up, Mel's voice saying, "I'm ready to defend my home."
Oh, crap.
Does Mercy hear this as well?
Only Sidian.
Okay.
Ah.
Sid is really internally. He's really cursing the fact that he does not have any more context on what is like the actual like lore of the conflict that is happening here. The history, the context.
I would have loved it if it just as the armies were about to clash, that's when we get a voiceover of Newmark going, I bet you're wondering how this happened. And you just reverse everything back a year, and these two guys are like back in the party as friends. Well, it all started.
My
All
name's
started
Sid.
1 year ago
And my life is kind of crazy.
when Mercy
No.
ate Sid's leftovers.
You know what? That's a pretty decent reason.
Like, no one would admit to who took the last of whatever amazing food they found.
Versus, are you by the way are also in this battle? Give me 1 second, I'll add you.
If you want to go
Okay.
like roll back a bit and explain what's been happening
Mhm.
with him, if there's more in-depth stuff that is happening with him
Here real quick.
before this.
Well, Versus, I don't know how much you've heard.
Been here more or less the entire time. It just occasionally got spotty on the freeway, so I cut out a bit. But for the most part, they were each getting ready for battle. They each got a good talk up and confidence, I guess, and morale. Essentially, the coach before the big game talk, and then they realized, I'm not meeting them to ride against these guys. I'm meeting against these guys.
Yeah.
Now that you're here, what is Merzus doing? Because Merzus would also be saying something similar to what Sidian is saying.
Okay. What I have brought up with him, or what I've done, anything on the side.
You would have, you probably would have come up when they said war and started charging, but not during the parlay.
So I think it's you, Mel, and Sid are pretty close on our side. And then I don't know if I'd see them, but would there be others that are close to Mercy, or is it all these Onyx spots?
So those are her forces. Everyone behind you. I couldn't come up honestly with an individual picture for everyone, but those are your people. Some look
Okay.
familiar, some don't. That's what you know. Behind Mercy is just her forces ready,
Okay.
and Merzus would have ridden up probably when the rest of Sidian's forces, rode up as well. But what would Merzus be doing?
Well, when he'd ridden up, he would have gotten immediately off his horse because talking like that has never really been his thing, and he thinks it's way too pompous.
Yeah, actually,
so if he's able to ride up to you guys,
if I could recontextualize this, because I did not realize we were on horses. But if I can do something for flavor, that could be cool. I don't if I could have cast retroactively have cast a spell before this scene started. Can I cast Summon Draconic Spirit and have that instead of a horse? Be riding a mini dragon?
just waste the major spell on this, sure.
I mean,
You know
less
what?
an hour.
You know what? I'll allow it. Mercy, you saw this guy as described ride in on a dragon.
Oh my.
Yeah, probably retroactively wouldn't have helped my case, but
Merzus, what are you doing? Or what would Merzus do?
After riding up on his horse, he would have essentially turned it back, smacked it on the side for it to leave, and I went up and tried and join the conversation with these three.
I'll just be on a horse actually, because probably would just be better to save that for an actual battle. So I am on a horse.
Are you just talking, Merzus?
Yeah, because we were chatting, trying to find out how to get out of here, and we did see him in the couch dimension, right?
Yes, you saw him in the couch dimension.
It's just what I'm going to call it now.
I was just chilling there. I was wearing.
It's called
They
the
showed it.
foyer dimension. Thank you very much.
Foyer dimension. How French of you.
I'm wearing an amazing ensemble along with this cool mask that I believe is in general. And just finish out the outfit. This is what's around.
Ooh, good, the bad, and the ugly poncho.
Nice.
Yes, so I don't know if that paints a picture as to what these guys look like, or if that gives you confidence, but there we
Yeah,
go.
that's probably not going to help. Also, not going to help the case in general, but still cool.
Mhm.
Oh, this has been my aesthetic since day one, so it's
His
not a big
fashion
thing.
sense is so baller that it just causes everybody to stop fighting.
Yeah, it tracks, by all means.
Because Arthur knows high fashion, he knows this is Balenciaga.
This is the drip.
Mm.
Those are straight up boots, and they are wrapped so you don't know where they end, and those leather pants begin.
But Merzis, what are you trying to say, or are you trying to do something?
I'm approaching and asking, so you guys settled this dispute yet? Or
Are you... What's the... This might be weird to ask. We haven't seen you in a month, so what's your deal right now? Because we saw... What's the last thing you remember?
last thing I remember, DM of DMs, what is the last thing I remember?
I feel like it's fair to
One
be
sec.
apprehensive.
We were having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, you're good, you're good.
Awesome. Okay, just to double check. I traveled around a bit first, and like the last, it'd been like 2 weeks before I had to go back because I was planning on just going there and coming back for an tournament.
Yeah, this was not the plan.
Yes.
So if everything would have gone as planned and I didn't enter, I would have gone, in time to meet up with everyone to start the official adventure. But I did Immersis and I did something else. Hey, I made new friends. I made new enemies. I got consistently shot down by like the maid, or no, not the secretary.
Their secretary that, like, I'm pretty sure out of game you shared that, like, she just smiled at you and, like, was kind of pretty, and then...
Never smiled. She was just pretty. And I tried, and it was just brick wall the entire time.
Immediately folded. Couch dimension. I assume you share that. Oh.
That being said, you guys still haven't seen Murzus, and this figure that looks like Murzus has now come up. Mind you, it's the same situation. It looks like Murzus, kind of, but you really wouldn't have recognized him unless it talked.
Yeah.
Now, I'm hoping y'all have been good, because Santa's got a few gifts for you.
Oh my.
What is... Okay, Arthur, this is weird. He just kind of says that, like, expecting Arthur to hear, but not knowing if he will.
There's no response.
That's fair.
Murzus, I'm sorry, what were you doing?
Trying to see if this is, like, are we making the war happen? You guys gonna, like, get along, or... Couch Dimension, prep for a war, that's what I remember. Before my little thing, I sent you guys a note, right? I sent you guys some backup. How'd things go, by the way?
I mean, I was going to say we'll talk about it later, but I really don't know when or if you're getting back, so... Not great, but it could be worse. But only by a little bit.
Okay, did we lose everyone else, or did everyone else just say y'all suck? Or did they do it without you two? Now you just feel a little, I don't know, missed opportunities?
They, we got through it. We did it, and we were having a bit of an argument when we fell asleep. You remember that all, right, Mercy? Actually, question: do you remember that? Because I don't think we established if we remembered. I think you just said we remembered fighting Sloth.
I don't remember us having an argument, but then again, it's been a week.
Well, we were arguing about the ooze. That
Oh, yes, that's right. That
absorbed.
argument, right. Okay.
Yeah, not us two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
We were actually in agreement on that one.
Mm-hmm.
Percy, I will say while these guys are catching up, you're still hearing whispers here and there, almost like sweet nothings from like Father Amar.
Oh crap!
Honestly,
what am I hearing?
Stay true to the course. We've gone this far. Don't be fooled by tricks.
But this is my brother. How do I know that you're not just a trick? I don't want to believe that.
Are you saying this out loud or to yourself?
Yeah. She's saying this out loud. She's all saying this out loud.
Yeah, if he's whispering sweet nothings, then... So I don't think Arthur knew all that much about Marlin. Murzus, not Marlin. Knew about Marlin.
I mean, he also didn't know a lot about Marlin either. He knew the basics.
And we just got... I think this is, in fact, the real Murzus. I think that just confirmed that this is a trick of some kind. I don't know why.
Okay, here's a quick thought experiment. Now, I'm going to go first because I thought of it. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm looking at around me right now. Don't interrupt, just let me finish. Then I want y'all to do the same. And then we can just compare some notes. Because this looks like this should be a start to a real bad, necessary one. So, I'm looking at what seems to be the last stand of us. It's a good few years into the future. And I don't know why your sister's leading the enemy forces, because they look...
Ditto.
Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing. That's what I think you are agreeing with me on seeing.
No, yeah, I think we're... On the same page with that.
Okay. So what are you seeing? Looking, this way. Mercy.
You asking Mercy?
I'm-
Okay, yeah.
I see a feral army, but I hear Father Aymar speaking to me.
Not creepy at all. Sorry. That may have been a bit insensitive. Too soon? Too soon.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
you meanie.
Broke the rules immediately. I know it's you, Sid.
What was that? Sorry?
Immediately broke the rules. I'm so proud of you, Sid.
Classic Sid. Sid does say it's been too long.
I mean, I have no idea how much time for y'all. It's a good little bit. Sound like y'all doing.
It's been like a little under 2 months since took out Sloth. Or no, not Sloth. The other one. Lust. I can remember names of the 7 deadly sins.
I'm sure. As soon as all this is over, I'd love to hear about that one. I got a few stories to tell.
Yeah, come back to Sutton. We can do that.
Sidian, can you check your channel?
Oh yeah, sorry. I'm sorry.
My apologies, Mercy. We did interrupt. Please continue.
I just told you what I was hearing and what I saw.
Okay, yeah, no,
Yeah. Also, what you see, who do you think you're fighting? Because from our point of view, we're fighting a very, very bad army. I would think you'd be on our side and fighting. But what do you see? You said you saw.
Sorry.
I'm set up to fight Sidian.
Real quick, is that mine or hers? Just to clarify.
Sidian, I'm directing this to you.
Yeah, no, I see they sent that.
It's you.
Is the thing? Is it
You.
mine? The one that I'm
Yes,
holding?
you.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Sid just kind of like looks down at the sword he's holding. And it's like, okay, it just told me to kill you. So yeah, no, this is going both ways now. And he just like kind of drops it.
Specifically, who did it tell you to kill? All of us here, or just was it pointed at somebody specific?
It said not to be fooled and to strike her down.
Oh crap. I mean, who are we going to trust? Our siblings or something that's giving us random...
Who are you going to trust?
No,
me or your own eyes?
We've got this confirmed at this point. This is all very suspicious. As a side note, I'm sorry because I feel like this is partially deconstructing the whole setup you had, but yeah, no, this is we should not do this. Let's
Here's the problem. There's a lot of people out there who are like hair triggering ready, and unless given the singlest wrong signal, it's.
I will say, Sidian, where you are hearing this from, only you have it in this. Where you're hearing this from, only you have this in the group. Only you. So there wouldn't have been any. You are the only one that has that item.
Okay. Okay, I see.
So that there wouldn't have been any confusion as to where it came from.
Yeah, I guess that's more out of game. I see that the other thing doesn't. The other thing you sent doesn't have that in it. So, yeah, actually, I will look back over. I'm gonna go real quick because, I don't these are normal people, farmers. Pointing back towards his armory. There's farmers that are just trying to fight for their lives, and I see a whole bunch of plagiarism over on that side. A whole bunch of onyxes, different but similar. Also, where's your sword? Because mine's talking to me, and it sounds like saloon. Did we get swapped? I don't know. What does that say about me? Okay, that's not something to think about.
Oh no, are you the version that stayed with Mother Christina? And she's the one who went off and written?
Ugh. Yeah, no, what you're holding, I don't. Which, do you want to share the art that you sent? Because I'm gonna try and describe that.
Mercy, do you react to him asking you about the sword?
What sword? The one that can he only see this sword?
He has his own sword, but he was asking.
I dropped it.
He was saying. He asked if you still have yours.
Well, let me check. Do I still have my sword?
Still looks like your
I mean, I
sword.
believe yeah. So I still
see
have it.
I see a mace. Yeah, we're definitely seeing different things then.
And if we're seeing different things, we need to be calm and walk away from this.
Well, if we walk away, then we're probably just going to get pulled into another thing here. I'm kind of surprised that this is still going, because, like, he's saying this, he thinks that this is just like a test, like just one and done. Sorry, you were saying?
Then let us be gone from this illusion.
That's kind of what I've been wondering about this entire time. I'm not certain how to do that.
I mean, I have a thought. I don't think you'll like it, but play the part and see if it ends it. It
I
might
was
not. It might make it worse.
thinking that as well, but I mean, I don't know I don't even know if this is like a demiplane or a dreamscape or something else entirely. Chronergy, alternate reality. I don't know. I don't know what the consequences is. It seems like this
Could be a doomed
I don't.
timeline. All we know is we can't not do anything.
I will say.
Maybe.
I will say that Obsidian's side is looking very antsy.
Yeah, are they
Very
hearing this? They're closer now.
Oh yeah, you guys are. Remember, like you guys, they can hear everything.
I mean,
this was supposed to be like a parlay, and then charge. We have not done that.
Center can hear everything. The ones on the edges can't, apparently. But yeah, he's just gonna kind of turn back to his army, kind of a little uncertain. He's like, "We got peace. You guys can go.
Mm-hmm.
Hold the line closer to Sutton, and I'll report back later." Very uncertain about all this, but hopefully this will work.
From the back, you will see. Well, he was the captain from Sutton Outpost. He's a general now. Come up, grab you by your collar, Sidian, and give you a firm backhand.
Oh.
I'm gonna
a very real feeling backhand.
Okay, yeah, that's gonna hurt. I'm gonna. Do I want to do that or something else? Because I didn't want to if I saw him coming, I was not gonna let him. At least try not to let him grab me like that. So does he just do it?
Yeah.
Okay. Hellish Rebuke.
He looks annoyed very annoyed, and yells at you and says, "What are you doing? You speak of peace," and he points out to the land in front of you, and this is still around. This is not peace.
You sent me here to parley. What do you think was going
Yes,
to happen?
I sent you here to parley with the enemy, and here we are discussing this like we have a choice. Either they stand down or we do. Clearly, we want different things, and compromise isn't an option. And you stand here, both of you.
I reject your reality and substitute my own. This is what we're going to do. We're going to sit down and discuss our options. With that, he is going to turn back and start casting Mold Earth, and he's going to start trying to mold a table and chairs, a round table and chairs to kind of, for enough people, us, and make space for several others to sit at. We're going to stay right here, and we're going to figure out what the hell is going on. And we're not going to let these people die.
All right.
You will hear, it almost feels like everything freezes. Everyone and everything freezes. There's no more wind, there's nothing. And you hear the voice once again say, "Save these people?"
Why not? What's the harm in trying?
But I thought you said this wasn't real. What are you saving?
An ideal. We're going to try to do everything we can. If that next best thing.
Well, it sounds more like you're going to do everything you can, except what you need to. And everything goes back and starts playing again.
I don't understand.
And the day
I guess
starts
this
over.
might be. I think this might be like repeated to the captain, because I think things got on pause. But I don't understand why we're at war specifically. Because if we can't understand why we're fighting, what's the point?
Me neither.
Again, I'm sorry for throwing a wrench in this. I'm just trying to act it out.
And then we come back and it's you two versus me in this battle. And it's just
It's you two
musical
versus
chairs
me,
every
and
time.
then it's a three-way battle, and then we're fighting in Australia and everything's upside down. And then we do one where we're all kangaroos.
Okay,
You guys
I've
seem
been
to be
trying to
safe.
upload it on the thing. I keep seeing a black screen.
Interesting. Are you zoomed into the right spot? Maybe that's it. You're
I zoomed
in
out and
the dark
it's all black.
Huh.
Try refreshing. I
That's-
had the same problem earlier.
Tricky. I
Hey,
also,
Trevor.
sorry.
Merzis, if you can try refreshing.
I stuck in a little Mythbusters quote into that,
Oh,
but it also fit. I reject your reality and substitute my own.
you go. Granny, come join us in battle, baby.
Okay, the three of us versus your cats,
Mm-hmm.
but they're giant.
Hey, they were putting up a pretty good fight today.
I
So
was expecting like there to be a third unknown like army to just bust out of nowhere, and that's what forces us to start the battle.
I was fully anticipating these guys to start rushing, like when negotiations started breaking down, like them to not obey orders. Like we
Mhm.
couldn't talk and tell them to stop or something like that.
I mean, I was expecting like we could only get the center ones to obey, the other ones no way of hearing, so they just charged, like without knowing the battle was kind of forced.
I'm glad I thought of the minor illusion thing, because that helps.
Yeah, no, thaumaturgy is the one you want for like speaking.
I have like 14, 15 cantrips, and I didn't take thaumaturgy for any of them.
As you
should've.
guys are talking and almost feels like reminiscing, Mercy,
Mm-hmm.
you will hear the whoosh of an arrow, and then
Oh.
suddenly you're hit by it.
Oh crap! Where?
It doesn't break your arm or anything. It shatters on impact, but it's definitely from the other side. And you look over, and it looks like a fiend. Sidian, do you look in the direction?
If I saw that arrow, yes I do.
Mel shot the arrow.
Mel, no.
She doesn't
With-
recognize her as Mel, though.
And with that arrow, you do see the outer edges of Sidian's forces begin to move forward once again.
Okay, we're doing this.
Guess so.
On the off chance that this is real, sorry this all happened this way.
Oh no.
As a side note, my D&D Beyond page just crashed, and I'm having a hard time reconnecting to my character sheet.
Ditto.
It also is getting decently late, so I mean, we were kind of expecting this.
yeah,
I think yeah. Sorry, you were saying?
I don't know who was talking before you.
You were breaking up there.
Oh, I'm
so
sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear
Yep.
you now.
Oh, okay. I think because you are right, it is getting late. It is 8:30. I think this would be a good place to stop before the battle begins.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so much for one shot.
Sounds This is fun.
That's how they always
Yeah,
end up. It's okay.
That-
it always goes.
That
Especially
that is a word that it lost its meaning long ago.
with this group. I think it's a bit easier in person. But yeah, you really got to rein stuff in to actually have it be an actual one shot.
Or
You know,
have
like
like a
if
6
it's
hour
if it's a
slot.
journey
Do
or
it.
like a specific quest, put them like maybe a room or two outside the last battle, and then hope it goes well.
Yeah, we also got a pretty late start. Didn't we only start like an hour and a half or two ago?
Not just that, we started differently than what I had planned. I had to change some things up.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
That's how
sorry
it
about that.
went.
Was so hoping to do Secret Santa with you guys, but
I like a D&D version of Secret Santa, or
no, just me telling you guys a story of why what I'm about to give you guys. This isn't stolen or anything. There shouldn't be people coming after you for this. There shouldn't be.
Well, we can always save that for reality.
I think it's subjugated only to the dreamscape, unfortunately. I stumbled upon a bunch of weird things, and I think you guys would like these weird things.
I like weird things.
Maybe there'll be a chance for that later on. Interesting.
Oh, it's a hope.
So yeah,
I had gifts for it.
Okay. Sorry, you're saying? Yeah. If
You're doing really good, actually, so far as a DM. Good job.
Corey, this was an undertaking. Definitely an undertaking for first time DMing, and I think you were doing pretty good.
Bye.